What's up, guys? Chris Nelson here, bringing you another Just the Tip Tuesday, and I'm doing my best to answer the questions that I get asked frequently. Now, this isn't necessarily a question that I get asked frequently, but I know through meeting with people that this is something that is in the back of your mind, and that's whether or not there's any advantage or lack thereof for working with one of the large brokerages out there. Now, I'm not going to give out names of brokerages, but you know who they are. As real estate evolves, we're starting to see a lot of boutique brokerages, of which I am a realtor with a smaller boutique brokerage. But I know a lot of the time you question whether or not you should list or work with a smaller brokerage or a bigger brokerage. So we're going to loosely talk about that today, and I'm going to provide you with what is my opinion, if you will, and that is that there are some advantages and there are potentially some disadvantages. When working with a larger brokerage, one thing you cannot discount is market share. The more signs that an office or a brokerage has out there, the more opportunity they have to generate traffic. Whether that traffic is on a website or inbound phone calls, the more signs and advertisement that is out there for these brokerages can and usually will lead to a larger market share and more inbound traffic. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to help sell your home. Think about it. If I'm driving down the street and I pass a sign of a house that I have interest in and I am lured to their website, chances are I'm going to get the information that I need on that property, and then I'm going to move on to the next on their website. So a lot of times if you're working with the bigger brokerage and your home is on that website, you might be able to get some additional exposure just because a buyer went and looked at another property on their website. But in my opinion, market share does not sell homes. A good realtor will get a home sold. So smaller brokerages a lot of times have the same bells and whistles that the larger brokerages will have. They usually have their own websites, they have their own way of marketing properties, and the list goes on. One thing that I've found, and this kind of applies to every industry, is that it doesn't matter the tools you have. It matters how well you use the tools that you're given. A lot of these brokerages and realtors that I come in contact with have a laundry list of tools that are provided to them that they don't use. So therefore, having them has no weight over a brokerage that may not have the larger website or the robust contact management software. But either way, if the realtor's not using them, then is there really an advantage? At the end of the day, I really think it boils down to one thing. Who are you comfortable with? Who do you believe is going to work continuously in a good faith effort to make sure that your interest is protected? It doesn't matter what office that person is with, so long as that person makes you feel as though they're going to get the job done. Instill trust in them and make sure that they are doing the things that they promised that they were going to do, regardless of the brokerage that they're coming from. So there's my 10,000-foot bird's eye view. I'm sure there are many other pros and cons, but at the end of the day, what I really wanted to drive home here is that it's not the brokerage, it's the person, it's the realtor. It's the realtor who you believe is going to do the best job for you. That's who you want to sign the contract with. With all that being said, there's my tip for the week. Check in next week for the very next episode of Just the Tip Tuesday with Chris. And always remember, who moves you? Till next time.